What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back with another video on the channel, and today we went to Burgerim. It's actually a burger spot that is, well, there aren't that many left, but there is one in my area that is located in Elmwood Park, New Jersey. There is also a crispy, crunchy chicken in there as well, and they make like halal platters, so I got a platter too. Platter was $8, and I mean, it looks okay, but I just wanted to try this out. Just got done watching a movie, bro. I went to see Little Mermaid. You can't ask me about it, bro. I don't know. There's some fish and some songs, and you know, it's cool. Like, I saw a lot of kids there and stuff, so that's cool. I don't know. I just wanted my sour gummy worms, so that's why I got my Sprite. But that's only the agenda today. Drop a thumbs up. You guys already know the vibes. It's late as hell, so there wasn't a lot of things open. So I wanted to try this place out because I knew it was there, and everything was made fresh to order. People were really nice, so that is always a W. Got some onion rings, some garlic aioli fries, as well as, I said, the platter and 2 burgers, which we'll go through. So drop a thumbs up. Also, the Celtics won. I know people like to wait till my team loses and stuff like that, but I'm not a type of dude that makes a little funny bragging things like that. I'm happy we won. Cautiously optimistic. And people always ask me about basketball. So talk about that. You know, everybody likes to, all my comments I see y'all with, oh, the Celtics suck. Like, whatever, bro. It's all good. Anyway, let's get into this video. We're going to start off with the Cowboy, which, here, let's just take them both out. Pause. Wow, these burgers are massive. Look at the size of this. That is a big booty burger. We like a big booty burger around here. Let me just drop this in real quick. Boom. So we can put this down. Let's take this one out. Let's take that one out. There we go. And this one is called the Beast because it is an absolute beast. Look at this one. This cost $11, this burger, and this one was $8.99. The fries were like $5. The onion rings were like $3, and this platter was $8.99, which for a platter is very cheap. So it doesn't have a lot of chicken in here, but $8 for a platter, usually like $12, $13, so I ain't got a problem with that either. But let's get into this burger right here. We have the Cowboy, which honestly, aesthetically, nice burger. Looks like we got is this a double patty? Nah, they're cut up onion rings on the bottom with some barbecue sauce, some cheddar, and then there's some bacon on the top. And the bun is a brioche. It feels like the Wingstop bun, which is not a good feeling. But let's see how good this is. The barbecue sauce is very sweet, which I always think a sweeter barbecue sauce works well when you can do a Cowboy burger, which is the onion ring. They're the same onion rings as this, so they're crispy. Nothing on here is well seasoned or seasoned at all, to be honest. I'm sorry. The bun, they must have the same wing supplier. They must have the same supplier as Wingstop does. I feel like the buns at Wingstop is the same as this. Like, it's not, I don't like the texture of them. They're almost like chewy to a certain extent. If you have Wingstop sandwiches, maybe you know what I'm talking about. As far as the burger goes, I just want to try it on its own. Looks like it's cooked medium to medium well. But the patty itself is relatively flavorless. But with all the other stuff on here, it's really carried by everything else, because I think that the sweet barbecue sauce, the cheddar, the onion rings, it brings it home. It's not a bad burger at all. But if I'm being real, like, it's not an elite burger. But again, for $8, I would compare that to a lot of those sit-down chain restaurant burgers. So price-wise, I think it's pretty comparable. It would be nice if they put like something on a patty. Even salt and pepper. I feel like that does wake a burger up. I'd like some kind of like house blend or something like a lot of places do, but they don't have any of that. But it's a respectable burger. I'm not really mad at it. Out of 10, I'd give it a 6. So now I kind of know what to expect with the patty. But let's get to this beast. I just wanted to see what an $11 burger gets you. And this thing looks nuts with the amount of stuff that they add in here. We've got our burger patty. It has onion rings. It has sauteed jalapenos. It has sauteed peppers. It has an egg. It has cheese, the cheddar cheese, as well as, I think there's sauteed onions. Yeah, you can see it right there. So there's sauteed onions on this as well. It's a big ass burger. There's also bacon. There's also bacon. I didn't look at the description. It said beast. I said, okay, just give me that. So, and if you think that I can't chew this, you must be new. We're gonna get this done. Have barbecue sauce? You got barbecue sauce on here, well. All right. I would eat this. I would eat this. Again, the patty, nothing to write home about. You do get a pretty decent amount of beef in there, but with the bacon and the egg, I love fried egg on a burger. I do have to say this. The bacon is beef bacon. The restaurant is halal. So, there's no pork in here. There's big signs saying halal on it. So, I actually like beef bacon. I feel like because of how the cut is, it's harder to mess up than regular or pork bacon, because with pork bacon, because of the fatty strips in there, sometimes people don't cook it enough for me. I like when bacon is crispy, and every time I have this halal bacon, the beef bacon, it's always crispy. So, I do like it. But what really brings this home for me is that combo up top. So, the peppers and the sauteed jalapenos bring a nice little heat with the barbecue sauce and the sweet, and then the cheddar and the egg. I love an egg on my burger. It really does bring it home. The patty is mid, but everything else about this is a W. That'd be my pick. Look at this thing. Look. Look at this. If I was getting a burger, it would be that one. For $11, like, you get a lot of stuff on there. So, do it at your own risk. But this one is my personal favorite. I would give that one a 7.5 out of 10. If the patty was good, better, I would give it a higher score. But everything else just brings that up to a 7.5. It's got the potential with a well-cooked or a seasoned patty to come up to like an 8.5-ish, which is pretty good for what I'm getting. That's Diet Orange Fanta. I want something different today, for once. Onion ring. We've had them, but I want to try it outside. There's the garlic aioli that's right on the back right there. There's a crispy onion ring. Again, they don't use any seasoning on anything, but it's cooked well. I can already tell. Like, they cook things okay, but they ain't even got salt back there. But with this aioli that's on here, I love garlic. I would get some of that on the side and just dip that. I also noticed that they don't have, their fries used to look like potato chips, but a little thicker. They don't have them anymore. They have regular French fries. I kind of like those little chip things. I've only had this place once. It's my second time having it. But my onion rings, well cooked. Nothing else really much to them. But I love a good onion ring. So I'll give that one a 7.8 out of 10. Let's get into these. Look at all that damn garlic. I need a cup of that aioli right here. Seriously, I love garlic. And it's heavy on the garlic. I would put that on a burger, but that would bang. That would bang. The fry itself, again, it's crispy, it's cooked well. But even a regular fry, if you cook it well, put salt and pepper on it, I'll go with it. But I don't like when I don't even salt fries. There are certain restaurants where I don't even salt them. And these ain't even salted, but that aioli on here brings it home. So, the fries alone, I would give a 6 out of 10. The aioli alone, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Together, they band up, and you can where I'm going with this. It gets a 7 out of 10. You averages out. Y'all know. I'm not going to insult y'all intelligence. I'm not going to treat y'all like y'all dumb. But what I do want to do, after I try this platter, let's put that back. You damn right them fries is going on that burger right there. So we got a platter here. This is homemade. The dude said they had platters. They also had a fish one, but I didn't get it yet. But you can see it's just some chicken and some rice and some white sauce. Surprised there's no hot sauce. It did have a salad, which when I saw it, I don't really like lettuce like that. I just took it off. So that's why it looks like kind of struggle. A lot of places like this, they put the salad on it or kind of as a filler. Most of the time I will ask for it without salad, but I'm tired, bro. Again, it's 12:45 a.m. right now, and I just forgot. So when I opened this up, I said, let me just take this off real quick. So we took that off, no biggie. But let's get in here and try some of this chicken with the rice. Let's see what this is hitting for. Again, this is homemade. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's mid. Sorry. Sorry. I call him like I see him. Let's go. Let's get the whole thing now. I don't want to be this guy, but there's just a running theme. Living where I live, the halal platter is a thing. I've had a lot of them from a lot of different places. This is not it. Let me break it down for you, but I'm going to be constructive because I'm always constructive. I'm not just going to say something's not good without telling you why. So let's try it again. And let's get some of this rice. Okay. The chicken, a little bit mushy. It doesn't have any bite to it. It almost seems like boiled. It's not very seasoned compared to the other ones I've had. It has a tint to it, which made me think, okay, this might be seasoned. It's not. Not much at all. The rice, even though it's yellow, is some of the most flavorless yellow rice I've probably had. It doesn't have, like, nothing seasoned. What makes it even worse for me is the texture of the chicken is off. And this white sauce, I'm getting a big old helping of this. It tastes like more yogurt than anything. I've had some really good ones where everything's seasoned. I've given a 10 to a platter around here. And, like, I almost feel behooved, yes, behooved, to take some of this aioli here and just, that's better. But, overall, $8. That's what it tastes like is $8. I'd rather get $12, $13, $14, $15 one for me. That gets a 2 out of 10 for me. I got excited. I saw that $8, bro. But you see that? How it seems boiled. See how I just did that with my hand? Well, I try to give a constructive reason. I'm not gonna sit here and I don't like being that. You'll never see me reviewing something, especially from something that's homemade, and tell you like, oh, this is trash, or you know, some people do look like they throw. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try to be as respectful as possible, but I have to be honest, and that could use a lot of work. Just being real. But I'm gonna go back over here with these garlic fries, and I'm gonna take some of these fries because I just like this aioli here. It's the best thing I've had here so far. I'm just gonna put it right here, just like that. Oh, got a whole lot. Next time, actually, I probably wouldn't go back here, but if I went back here, I would just get these aioli here and call it a day. We got some of that on here. That's crazy. I love that. So Little Mermaid. Admittedly, wasn't paying much attention because the Celtics were on at the same time. But it's a movie I've seen before. So, I'm from the 90s, bro. Like, all them movies, like, they're remakes. I feel like if you are looking to watch something like that, you want to bring the kids, something like that, or maybe you like, you know, you grew up like a girl and watching that stuff, I thought that they did a good job. There's some stuff, but again, I'm an adult, so I have to like look at things a little differently. It's a Disney movie, so there are some things in it where I'm like, that looks weird, or that's not possible, but it's a kids movie. Overall, I think the actors did a good job. They did a good job recreating what I remember seeing as a kid. And, you know, the songs are pretty much the same. The runtime, I feel like, is incredibly long. It's 2.5 hours, and that's a kid's movie. It's unnecessary, in my opinion. And it was done so, more or less, because any place that does a lot of CGI, I feel like they want to get their money's worth. And they start extending scenes to where they're just swimming around. They did it in Avatar, too, where they'd be swimming around for 20 minutes. And I'm like, can we get the plot going? But that's just me. Some people like that. Personally, I don't. But other than that, I don't really even feel fair reading it because I'm not gonna see him like, oh, I like the movie. I didn't, bro. Like, come on, I don't watch that. But I had some people around me that wanted to go, so I went, and at least I get to talk about it. I think if you're looking for something like that, they said they liked it. So what matters to me? I'm gonna be honest with you. I have my phone like this. It was in my lap. I was watching the game. I know everybody likes me when I talk basketball for all the guys, so we'll briefly touch on it. I don't have a problem with that. I usually don't stream on Thursday night. Yeah, it's Thursday night, so I can talk about it here. I said before that I don't think the Celtics can pull this off. I know now everybody's going to start swinging the pendulum back that way because now they've won 2 in a row, and they've done it in very convincing fashion. I have said this since before the series start. I think Boston is a way better team than Miami. The problem with Boston is they're extremely inconsistent, and when they get punched in the mouth, they crumble. They have done all the punching in the last 2 games. You know, they've been able to get in a rhythm. Miami looks a little flustered, which is uncharacteristic for how they play throughout the playoffs. Miami, to me, in this playoffs, has been playing better than what they are. I'm not saying, because I think Jimmy Butler's great. I think Bam is a good number 2 as far as like a complimentary player. But those guys around them have been playing out of their minds the entire playoff. Right now, it's regressing back to them playing like replacement level player. Like, no disrespect to them, but they have been playing better than they've played their entire careers. I think it was either Gabe Vincent or I think it was Gabe Vincent that had 27 the other game. He said he's never scored 27 points in a game in his life, including college, including anything. He's never had that. So that's realistically speaking. The problem with Boston has always been, and will continue to be until they can shake it, is they're extremely inconsistent. But they're better than Miami at their best. Miami gives their best and Boston gives their best. I think Boston wins. But they have got to do it 2 more times, and they haven't shown that they can do that. I'm happy that they fought back into the series. If they win Game 6 in Miami, now it's spicy. But for me, even not being a Boston fan, I want to see a Game 7. If I wasn't a fan of Boston, if I was a fan of the New York Knicks, and I would like to see a Game 7. So I'm hoping they can pull it out Miami and then play like a winner-take-all at the very least. But I'm proud that they fought back. They showed character to come back from that and play a complete game. I know that one of these 2 games, Miami is going to actually have like a run, and then we'll see if Boston can do it. One of these 2 games is going to happen. Miami's going to go on a run where they can't miss and they start draining threes. They just haven't done it the last 2 games. And when you get a team like Boston like that, when Boston's hitting threes, they're hard to beat. So if they can overcome their inconsistencies and their 2 stars can actually, they haven't had a big game where their 2 stars have dropped like 30 points this entire playoffs. And that's what they did all season. You never know. Do I think that they pull it the series out, being honest as a fan? No, I don't. Not just like percentage-wise. Am I hoping they do? Sure. But again, I'm not the type of person that starts yelling and bragging and talking trash. Like, I don't play for the Celtics, and I know people do that to me. Like, a lot of y'all get in the comments and start talking to me like I missed a jump shot, but that's never been me. I like watching, I root for my team, and I try to stay realistic because that's just my personality. But it's been a fun series watching them fight back. Either team, if they get through at this point, because now, like, the percentage-wise, like, Boston has a chance. They're going to have the work cut out for them with Denver because they look like the real deal. But as a fan of the sport, as a fan of basketball, I just want to see good basketball, and I'd like to see a Game 7. I would like the finals to go to 7 games. I would like Boston to win it, but like just being a fan, like I love high-stakes games, and I would like to see what everybody says Jimmy is, which everybody says Jimmy is like in the playoff Jimmy, he's him and all that other stuff. I'd like to see him in a winner-take-all, again, because it happened last year, and who everybody says is an underachiever in Jason Tatum, who dropped 51 in a Game 7, and has really been dealing the last, but doesn't matter. Y'all think he's over, that's cool with me. I'd like to see it, so hats off to that. Y'all wanted to talk about it, so I'm going to touch on it real quick for the people that want to talk about it. I have a Carmelo Anthony jersey, which is kind of ironic that he retired. I bought this before he retired. I just never wore it. I bought it like 3 weeks ago, and I never wore it, and then he retired. Melo was one of my favorite players growing up. Melo is one of the best scorers I've ever seen. I know people let no defense and stuff like that, but not that he's watching or anything like that, but I really appreciate his career. I thought he had a great career. I know he didn't win a title, but to me, that's not everything. No one's saying he's one of the greatest ever played. I do think he's a Hall of Famer. I'm not saying he's a GOAT, nothing like that, but I think he's a Hall of Famer. And it was fun watching him. So I had the jersey on today. A lot of people were complimenting it when I was like at the movies and shit. It was like me and probably like 4 other dudes in a whole movie complex that got dragged there by people. And yeah, I don't know, man. Happy trails to Melo, man. I hope Bron gives it a couple more years. I already talked about Bron. I'm not even going there no more. Y'all need to put some respect on that man's name. But that's gonna be the end of the video. Don't get that. He's alright. He's alright. The burger sucks, but the other toppings are cool. But I wanted to try it again before it don't exist no more, because there ain't that many left. But we back tomorrow. My dog is looking at me, bro. Y'all can't even see him. More content. I love y'all. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.